Dungeons and Drimbus is rated R for rude language, rough violence, and raunchy humor.
Here's what happened previously on Dungeons and Drimbus. Captain Bloodbags and the vampirates chased down a band of ruffians to Baker's Bay. After slaughtering them for their indecency, they plundered a chest of treasure, only to discover the ruffians were werewolves. Making their escape and slaughtering most of the pack, Captain Bloodbags makes a diversion deeper into the mangroves as the rest of the crew retrieve their ship, the Sea's Ire, and their familiar Lockley Vane. To do so, they ignore sounds of carnage, violating Rule 2, leave no foul deed unpunished. But in pursuit of Rule 3, do not die, there is work to be done. They successfully manage to rescue the captain and head out into the bay. As they make their way to their next destination, they are set upon by a horde of blink sharks. And after dispatching them, the captain reveals their next target. A map has revealed the location of the Unholy Grail. And now, Dungeons and Drimbus presents Blood and Booty.
"4 years earlier. Beau, you walk down the same dirt path you've trod many a night. It's a hot, sticky night as bugs buzz in the evening air. The sky is full of stars, but on this night, you can't bring yourself to find the poetry in them. Most nights have felt this way since Archie unceremoniously dumped you before the social season. After a whirlwind, intoxicating romance that felt all-consuming and beautiful and unstable and enlightening, you have been reminded of your proper station. You are no prince. You are no dignitary. You're a poet. An elevated jester. Those words, in particular, really hurt. You hurry down the path to the one place you know can soothe the ache. Typhoon Tessie's. A vagabond bar with strong drinks and a stronger matron. As you enter the establishment, built into the shape of a massive marooned Navy ship, you are assaulted with the salty, sweaty scent of seamen enjoying their shore leave.
Oh, seamen, oh.
All around you, people laugh and cry and fight and drink and dance and tumble and try to forget their worries. Behind the bar, Typhoon Tessie herself serves customers in a whirlwind of movement. Tessie is a large, orcish woman, dressed in pirate-y garb that brings the whole theme together. Despite the impressive workload, she handles it all with ease. What do you do?
As I survey Tessie's, I am going to look for an open spot at the bar, not one of like the long tables in the middle, but just like a stool right at the bar.
You saddle up to the bar, sit down. It's a busy night. People are kind of bumping into you, grabbing stuff off the bar, leaving, trying to get her attention, failing, moving to a different spot, trying to get behind. But it's your usual spot. And within a few minutes, Tessie looks at you and goes, Beau, how are you, sweetheart?
Oh, I'm doing well, thank you. Could I get the usual, Tessie?
She begins throwing mugs of grog, her specialty, across the counter to different patrons, and you see she actually already has the French 75 ready, having spotted you a bit earlier. And she comes across and she goes, I asked you a question, you gonna start lying to me now?
Oh.
How you doing, Beau?
Well, Tessie, you always could tell when I was lying. Mm-hmm. I've been better.
Yeah.
Just a bit of heartbreak. I'm sure by the time I reach the bottom of this glass, it'll all be better. and I'll take a sip from the drink.
As you sip, again, she cannot stop moving, not to keep this business afloat. So she is still preparing drinks and throwing them out, but somehow you still feel that she is giving you undivided attention. And she goes, Beau, Byron, Wilde, when are you going to grow up?
I don't know what you mean.
Stop pitying yourself. You are an attractive, intelligent man. Clever as hell, too. You act as if your life is over, but you're still in your prime. And she starts preparing other stuff. You see already on the counter, though she has not filled it, there is a second glass for your French 75 already.
I down the first, making a bit of a face. And, well, you're right. I suppose, not the man part. I am an elf. But the sentiment remains. I know what you mean, Tessie. Thank you.
No prince is worth the amount of pain you've put yourself in. Especially not one as spoiled rotten as that high claw of yours. Honestly, I'm sorry I didn't say something earlier.
He's not that spoiled. He's actually quite down to earth. I think you'd be surprised.
If you start that shit up again, you're gonna have to find somewhere else to drink tonight.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll get my shit together.
I'll tell you what. You can get shit-faced tonight, but your money's no good here tomorrow. Go out, write some poetry, have an adventure, just do something, okay?
Okay, I shall.
Okay. With that agreeance, she picks up the other glass and sets it in front of you and goes, I'll be back in a bit, and goes off to tend to other customers for a little while.
Thank you, Tessie.
1 drink, 2 drinks. A short time later, Tessie comes up to you with a glass in hand. With a smirk, she says, looks like you've got an admirer. And you've got a type, you know that?
A type?
The fancy fellow with the pale skin.
Fancy?
I think he's playing dress-up, though. Don't think he's seen a ray of sunshine in his life.
Oh. Let me, just... And I try to stand from the stool, but, my legs kind of, go out from under me, and I stumble back onto the stool, and, okay. Whew. I get myself together.
Take your time. She puts the drink in front of you, and across the bar, you take your first look at Captain Bloodbags. Vibrant red eyes, flowing silvery hair, and an otherworldly complexion, all dressed up to the nines in his alluring, sensual captain's outfit. It's as if your eyes are sucked into his aura, and the din of the room is quieted down, supernaturally so. You could swear you somehow hear his breathing from all the way over here. Your hands grip the drink as you see what he sent over for you. A Bloody Mary.
I will kind of swirl the drink in the glass, and I will lift my hand with the glass in it up to him to cheers from across the bar and maintain eye contact as I take a sip.
And you see he returns the gesture with what appears to be a glass of clear liquid, potentially water.
And I will get up from the bar and walk down along it, using my hand kind of resting on the stools as I go to help keep my balance a bit.
As you do, you feel so drawn towards this figure that your legs feel steadier than they did a moment ago, almost as if you are being aided. And as you sit down, he just looks toward you expectantly.
Well, hello, stranger.
Hello.
Thank you for the drink. Always a pleasure to make a new acquaintance at Typhoon Tessie's.
It looked like you could use it.
Oh, my.
You seem sad.
He looks to you without touching you, but tilts his head and says,
You are far too beautiful to be sad.
Oh, my. Well, I'm certain whatever sadness there was is long gone now, thanks to you.
You can repay me later.
Oh, my.
Another drink, and another, a few more. The strange, ethereal fellow plies you with as many drinks as you request, but seems to abstain himself.
Is that just straight vodka that you're drinking, or is it, what are you indulging in? Maybe I can get you your round next.
Not much. I have some tummy troubles, let's say.
Oh.
Right now, I am simply indulging in your presence.
Oh my goodness. Well, I don't mind indulging you with my presence. It's nice to be here with you. Thank you.
Tell me more about yourself, Beau Byron Wilde.
Well, Captain, I am a poet, and I am romantic. I fall hard, get up slowly. But I like it that way. Sometimes having an open heart, while difficult, it can really show you the beauty of things around you. Anyway, sorry, you got me going on a bit of a philosophical trip.
The more you talk, the more he smiles. And though it's genuine, it looks like it doesn't reach his eyes. And he puts a hand over yours and he says,
What do you want?
I want to forget. At least for tonight. Maybe forever.
I can give you what you want.
All right. Where are we going?
He leans into your ear and says,
Do you want to come back to my place?
Is that an invitation?
It sure is.
I accept.
He leads you out of Typhoon Tessie's. Tessie shaking her head with a sly smile and a wink in your direction, and the alluring figure takes you to the docks. At the docks, you see the Sea's Ire for the first time. Small but beautiful and fit for action.
I am a captain of a small but fierce crew. I'd love to show you around, let you drink it all in. But if you do not wish, you are free to go. I know our living situation is a bit unconventional.
Well, I'm an unconventional person, so...
Then I think you will find yourself right at home.
Lovely.
He takes you around the mostly empty sloop.
The crew are off enjoying a bit of shore leave, so we have the place all to ourselves.
Oh.
He opens the door to his quarters. Modest but lavishly decorated.
Oh, you have exquisite taste. Are these Giancarlo curtains?
Oh, absolutely. One of my most prized possessions. Would you like a closer look?
Yes, please.
As you enter the quarters and the door closes behind you, your eyes see a meek deckhand peering at you two from near a banister he's polishing diligently. But in your inebriated state, you can hardly register it. Your head is spinning. It's hard to keep track of your surroundings.
Oh, very hard.
But you could swear the room is changing. The man almost seems to glow. He takes your face in his hands, and there is lust in his eyes. But something deeper, too. Some sad sort of longing.
Beau, have you ever felt lost, unsure of where you went wrong?
Being an artist, it feels like most of my life I've been lost. Adrift, at sea, looking for some harbor.
Do you ever feel like a canvas sack, drifting through the wind, wanting to start again?
Yes, I do.
Beau, I cannot start again. But I cannot give up either. I have a sacred duty, and I am so tired of the weight I carry. Wisdom, responsibility, They tie me down.
Unburden yourself here. And I'll place my hand on his cheek. You can be safe here.
He looks straight into your eyes, almost into your soul, and says,
Can we trust each other?
I think so, yes.
You see his eyes roaming down your body, lingering on your neck, and he says,
There is a way for me to have a drink, but I need your help.
Anything.
Suddenly, the wood around you shifts, pushing and pulling in ways solid wood should not be able to. And where you once saw a desk and a chair, you now see a large coffin molded out of the ground, full of dirt. He looks to you expectantly.
I am something different, something more.
Don't worry, I've been with plenty of men that have interesting habits.
His hands go down from your cheeks and onto your shoulders and chest, and he says,
Do you know what I am?
I think I do.
Say it out loud.
Damn it.
Say it.
A pirate.
Oh my god.
He goes, More than that. I am a vampire.
Oh. How does that work? The running water and everything, isn't that a bit of a... And the sunlight?
It's a bit complicated, yes. It's a challenge, but it's my life. He looks to you and says, May I drink of you, my sweet?
Yes. Drink deeply.
and in a flash, he sinks his teeth into your neck. The sharp sting is infused with heat, a needy, insistent heat, one that demands much of you, but embraces you with a sincerity you have not often felt in your life. He drinks and drinks and drinks. You become lightheaded, but before you lose consciousness, he releases your neck, cradling you in his firm but now slightly unsteady hands. He gazes at you with a bloody smile and lidded eyes as the liquor sets in.
May I kiss you, Beau?
Yes. Yes, you may.
His mouth takes yours passionately. In your inebriated states, you tumble into his coffin. Not long after, he looks to you, hungry and happy and horny and high off your intoxication, and he says,
Beau, may I have you?
Yes. Take me.
And the coffin door slides shut on you both. Who's to say what happened in the captain's coffin that night?
I can say.
I mean,
I can fucking say, dude. What do you mean?
Or the next morning, or into the early afternoon. But Beau Byron Wilde died that night. In the present, the Sea's Ire makes its way across the source seas to the crew's next mark, the Unholy Grail. The journey is set to take a couple of days, so you all have time to kill. What are you up to as the ship sails under the light of the stars?
so under a starry night, Sable finds herself with Queenie on the top deck, and she's actually practicing a new skill called Wall Crawler. This is a skill Queenie already has, so she has asked her to assist in just finding her footing, quite literally.
Yeah.
So you'll see Sable holding Queenie's hand as she is horizontal.
Yes.
Basically to the floor as she attempts to walk up the mast of the ship.
And Queenie
holds her steady as she holds her hand, but throughout the practice will kind of lightly start to take her hand away to test Sable's balance a little bit, and will say, "You are doing wonderful, my dear."
Okay, all right, if you say so. You stop letting go. I'm going to fall.
I'm sorry. You're right. The next steps would be to be light on your feet so that your next drink will not hear you.
Okay.
Your boots are marvelous and oh so cute. But maybe try to step on your toes so that the heel is not hurt.
Just my toes.
Just try it.
That's like incredible. I feel like I have to work out my core now more too. Like this is incredibly...
You can do it, Sable.
You're very impressive, obviously alone, but this is even now that I know that this is what you've been doing this whole time. Jesus.
Oh, shush. And Queenie will kiss her hand before leaning over to kiss her, but try not to make her off balance. So she'll put her arm around her and dip her a little bit.
Okay, you can't do that. And she swats her a little bit.
You're just fine. I have you.
Do that when I'm trying to... Okay, I got it.
Okay, all right. Focus only.
Thank you.
Let's see how fine you are. Amanda, could you please give me our first side quest roll? Because the sea's ire is a sloop, you will have bad luck.
So it was an 11 and a 9, so we'll go with the 9.
A resource gain.
Ooh.
As you practice walking on the mast, we get a nice big drone shot sweeping around the ship of the two of you walking horizontally up the mast. And Queenie is able to give you enough pointers that the next time you attempt something, using your wall crawler ability, you will have good luck on your roll.
Nice.
Let's go.
With that, we see everyone kind of going about their business on the ship. Night comes and goes as the day begins. You see the sea's ire parasol sail extend out from the mast and cast a shadow over the ship. And we go into the second day as it's retracting and you guys are out in the open air again. Lockley decides to turn in for the night. Beau and Tuliere, you all may rest for the previous night. But who would like to tell me what we see as the parasol sail pulls back in, the stars are just starting to shine through the sky, and you begin your second day of travel?
Beau will have it. Tuliere could be teaching him a little bit about his magics and tapping into the forces of nature. I would imagine that it's mostly them in Tuliere's area, surrounded by plants. As he's walking around, he goes, "Can you feel connected to the nature?"
I feel connected, yes.
What do you feel?
And Beau closes his eyes. I feel a breeze. Obviously we're on the water, but it's not the same kind. It's and it's not necessarily something tangible, but something that feels like it's passing over my skin.
Magic surrounds us. It envelops us. Power is not always strength. Power comes from within. I need you to focus and tap into those abilities.
Okay. And Beau shuts out the noise of the deck and the water sloshing around the ship and focuses in, feeling his core. There's a warmth there, and he draws on it. There's something inside, like a small fire or something, like a warmth coming from inside. Is that right?
Tuliere, as you continue your guidance, would you like to give me the side quest roll?
Sure. That's a 4.
Oof.
A costly encounter. Beau, you are going inward, you are exploring, you are trying to tap into that fire, and you feel this tingling sensation at your fingertips. You feel like you are about to unlock something when suddenly the ship kind of lurches and you feel it bobbing back and forth. Everyone does.
Oh dear.
Immediately, you see Captain Bloodbags burst out of the captain's quarter. Go, "What was that?" As he steps up towards the wheel, you see he stands there and tries to turn it, and you hear this horrible groaning noise.
Oh dear. Have we struck a reef?
5 more minutes.
He looks over the edge into the running water of the ocean, And he goes, what the... And puts his hand up to the mast, almost like he's feeling like through the ship, and goes,
Tuliere, when was the last time you had the crew conduct barnacle maintenance?
It's been about a month, sir.
With a flick of his hand, the sails all roll up immediately. With a flick of his other hand, you hear the anchor drop.
Everyone up!
Okay, I was already up. I am here, ready to go.
Thank you, Beau. Always reliable.
Thank you, sir.
Crew, it would appear due to our negligence, the ship has come into some troubles. If what I'm feeling is correct, the rudder has to be repaired, and the barnacles must be removed. Unfortunately, because some of us,
and he looks to you, Tuliere,
were not diligent in our assigned duties, we will not be able to do this from the safety and comfort of dock. We need to make it to our location. I expect this repaired post-haste.
And he returns towards his quarters, the door opens, and then slams shut behind him.
I apologize.
Tuli, maybe we could ask our good friend Lockley to take care of it because, I don't know if you remember, but running water is not good. It was not good when I was alive, and it's still not good now. So...
I concur.
Okay.
I feel bad even asking him to do something like this.
Don't feel bad for anything for Lockley. This is his job.
I mean, it's our negligence. It's not his fault.
Right, but do you want to do it, Sable?
Well, obviously, I don't want to do it now, and this is the worst possible place to do it. I don't
Just
get...
give me a moment. And Queenie will seek out Lockley.
You see, as you go down the stairs to check on him, it's nighttime, so he tries to rest here when he can. You see he's already coming up. He goes, I got it. And he has, like, a tiny basket, like, over his head with a straw, like, coming out of it. And he goes, what do I have to do?
Queenie will, like, use her tail to, like, lift his chin gently and be like,
I can't feel that. I got the bucket on my head.
You know how much we appreciate you, right, Lockley?
No.
I appreciate you. And she puts an arm on his shoulder and pats it very
Thank you. So you're going to help me?
Well, I think that you have a handle on it.
Sable will come around and put her arm over Queenie's shoulder and be like, Lockley, we're going to do whatever we physically can to help you. We recognize not really any of us are fit to do this.
What I was about to say, Sable. You took the words out of my mouth.
Well, I'm so glad I can take them out and share them with the world.
Me too, my love.
Lockley, look, we fucked up. We need you to fix the rudder.
Yeah. Can you at least pass me the materials so I don't have to try and keep them from drifting away?
Absolutely.
Queenie will take the stuff. She'll, like, step up to the side of the ship and be like, thank you again, Sabi. And will just walk right over very casually, but will stay high enough that if it splashes, it doesn't get her, and is like, this is as high as I go, Lockley, but I will drop what you need into the water.
Okay. And you see he makes like a little bit of like a simple rappelling rope, basically, to like lower himself into the water. Mm-hmm. With the little bucket, he puts the straw in his mouth, goes... And you hear the... as he goes down.
Can I hold Queenie with Swarmer?
Yeah. Your garden area, I imagine, is towards the front of the ship. Mm-hmm. So you see some of the vines like wrap around the railing and work its way towards the rear, and then kind of wrap around Queenie's ankles to help her remain stable in the bobbing waves.
And she will do her best to call over and say, thank you, Tuli.
Of course.
Well, I would hate to get in the way and crowd everything, so I'll just be over here, sitting down.
Away from the water.
Right.
Lockley gets to repairing, and it's not a big problem, but it will use up one of your essentials from the cargo hold.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Can always steal more.
Yes.
One clap for Lockley on 3. 1, 2, 3.
And Queenie because she helped. Yes. And nobody else claps for Queenie, and she looks around, she's like, okay, that was obviously a joke.
Funny.
Thank you.
My beloved patrons, it is I, Captain Bloodbags, writing to you on our way to the Unholy Grail. I must confess, I find great joy in the company of my crew. They are a family, unlike any I was ever given the chance to have. They bring a certain liveliness that is hard to find in unlife. And yet, in those quiet moments, the moments where I am doing the work that must be done, something niggles at me in the back of my mind. Any bit of solitude is a chance for darkness to make itself known. If only there were something I could do to distract myself, a pleasurable downtime activity, perhaps some sort of role-playing game to be done upon the tabletop. Something with minimal prep, of course. The life of a sea captain is incredibly busy. I have not much time to spend writing endless stat blocks and skill checks and backstories. No, something I can run on the fly. Something that makes players feel empowered. Something that rewards creative thinking and makes it easy to turn up the heat. Perhaps a game like Mischief. The Dungeons and Dragons TTRPG of magical mayhem. Yes, but where could one acquire such a tome? Perhaps at the Dungeons and Dragons Patreon, where Mischief is available for free. And perhaps other games too. City of Jerry, Reindeer Games, Orc Daddy Island, and more. All available to the patrons. Yes, when next we meet, my beloved patrons, we must engage in a delightful game. In the meantime, should this message reach you before I do, I entreat you to give it a spin. It's free after all. Run it for your friends and see how a TTRPG can maximize fun and minimize downtime. Till next we meet, my beloveds, Jerry Benetatos, Queso Loco, Greta and Beignet, Alex Gapes My Ass, Ace Andrews, Regina Russell, Sam Olivos, Jordan Cobb, The Unnamed Rogue, NB Star, Doubtful Guest, Michael Richters, Davis Walden, Denny Dudrop, Mitmouse, Calais Wolf, Brandon M. Bishop, Bridge, Twiglets, Joanna, Stan Sitzman, Scrambles the Death Dealer, Erin Adams, Nathan Mesnard, Ro Thanatos, Melissa Rain, Sensational, Butts Plenty, Normally Me, Dane Kolhoff, Loon, Faust the Heavenly Demonic Monster, David Carlton, Tracy Baby, Elastic Band, Hudegang Ship, Luke Vermin, MV Carr, Vico Cocorico, Mary Wig, Alyssa Barron, Jan, Scottish Alpaca, Kiara Boye, Wayward Scientist, Chibs 1012, Kyle D, Shane Coffey, Donny Doster, Connor Canfield, Marco Moraes, Shadow Wolf, Tabitha, Cardboard, and Blood Rose.
Does the captain ever let some of us in the coffin with him?
Only upon invitation.
Do you think it's possible that Queenie would have been invited so that they can wake up together and he can help her with the bloodsucker thing?
Give me a will roll. He wasn't in a great mood over the barnacles last night.
9.
Queenie claps, no one else does, and he goes, "But I will." He snaps his fingers, the door's open, he goes, "Clap them cheeks."
And Queenie blushes and her tail like moves wildly as she looks to the rest and is like, see you later.
Duty calls.
And just like runs like way too fast into the captain's quarters.
And they say romance is dead. The bar is in hell.
And the next morning, the coffin lifts and Queenie adjusts her clothing. Will look at the captain and like put her hand on his chest and say, Captain, I was wondering if you could help me with something today. I know you're very busy, but I would appreciate it.
Ask what you will of me.
I know that my performance with the werewolves and the blink sharks was less than satisfactory. And I feel like I am not getting what you get from the blood when I have it. Is there a way that I can deepen either my connection to myself or my innate ability to heal from the blood?
You see, he thinks about it for a second. The coffin behind him, as he steps out of the coffin, while he's still walking out of it, already begins to meld into the ground and then reform as a desk. The chair forms behind him while he's sitting, and he sits down and he goes,
I am pleased to see you taking the dangers of the work seriously.
Of course, Captain.
Summon Lockley.
Yes, Captain. I not only want to improve for myself, but of course I enjoy pleasing you. And she will go find Lockley.
Yeah, you step outside. It is morning, so the sail is extended. That gives you guys cover. And you see Lockley is the only one navigating right now as everyone else rests.
Lockley?
Yeah? You see he looks real tired from the ordeal last night.
The captain wishes to see you.
Oh my god. It's time. Okay.
Oh, no.
And Queenie gets a pang of, like, guilt, just, like, follows after him and is like, I don't want to be the one to say what he needs to hear, so I will just go right back. And she'll go back to the captain's quarters.
You enter behind Lockley and close the door, and you see the captain sitting at the desk pensively, and Lockley goes, Oh, Captain, my captain, how may I assist you?
Lockley,
He clears some stuff to the side. It goes,
lay down on the desk, please.
Okay. And he kind of scoots up on it and lays down and goes,
I am sorry.
Oh, no need to be sorry. This is quite all right with me.
We will be needing your services for a moment.
Happy to serve, Captain. And he, like, salutes, laying on the table.
Now, Cat, come here.
Yes, Captain.
You are familiar with the source of magic, yes?
Yes, I have heard many stories from Tuliere.
Source, in and of itself, is the essence of life. You find it in enchanted items, certain gems, and you find it in all living things, in their blood.
And he presses on Lockley's neck, and you can kind of see one of the veins through it.
Our dark gifts, they make us into something different, something more. We are magical, but we are unnatural. We have lost our connection to the natural cycle of life and source. So we must cultivate, harnessing it for ourselves.
I see.
He steps away from Lockley and steps to you, puts like both hands on your shoulders, and is looking at you very, very seriously. And he goes,
This is a dark path to tread. Many get lost in the hunt for power.
I understand, Captain. I think that this path will help me not only better serve you, but follow our rules.
You must feed your hunger. It is an instinct that every creature must fulfill. But you cannot overindulge yourself.
I know I have trouble with that. I cannot help it sometimes. The blood, I lose my senses.
He looks at you, removes his hands from your shoulders and says, I trust you. Do not make me regret it.
Yes, Captain.
He will bring you over to Lockley, let you sit in the captain's chair. He raises it to account for your slightly smaller stature. And then he grabs Lockley, one arm over his waist from the front and one hand behind his head, and tilts him around for you, and he says, drink of him. Your body does not have the essence of life in it. Connect to it. Remember what it felt like to be alive.
Yes, Captain. She will drink. And to her credit, although a lot of the time she has trouble stopping, she will try her hardest because she does not want to disappoint the captain.
Now give me your side quest roll.
That is a 7.
Safe travels. You drink of Lockley. You see, he already kind of had his sunken eyes from the lack of sleep, but you see his skin lose its color, go a little pallid, as he almost turns a bit gray, and you feel this urge, almost like there is a voice in the back of your head telling you to take more, to take everything you can. And then you feel the captain's hand on your arm, and you are able to bring yourself in check, and if you so choose, you can stop drinking at the appropriate time.
I will stop drinking.
And you heal a wound.
And as I watch the skin peel itself back together and just a little bit of the fur still patching around, I will look to the captain and I will say, I did it! Captain, look!
Excellent work. He helps Lockley down. The desk shifts to create like a little headrest so he can lay him down so he can rest for a second. And then, he takes your face in both of his hands and he says, you are doing marvelously. But remember, it is our duty to exercise good judgment.
I understand.
I know you can do this.
Thank you, Captain. And she will try to kiss him.
He will allow it. With that, he gets back to some of his desk work. Lockley will be relieved for the day. The captain asks you, he goes, do you mind keeping watch for Lockley for a few hours?
Of course.
So he may gain some proper rest.
It is the least I can do.
But the rest of the day is relatively uneventful as we enter the 4th day of travel. Beau, where do we find you on our 4th and perhaps final night?
Beau loves to look at the stars, so he's climbed up to the rigging. He's kind of looped his legs through the grid of ropes and is kind of seated and like leaning his arms atop one of the masts and just staring up into the sky, admiring the stars. He's got a small bit of parchment and a quill, and he's like trying to balance this like little pot of ink.
Yeah.
He's writing some poetry. You see him like and then it's like scratching it out, working on drafting something from the adventure previous to add to his collection of poems cataloging the crew's adventures. And you kind of hear him under his breath, moonlight strikes the heart, a brush with silver light. Howls lead to a chart.
And as inspiration attempts to flow through you, would you like to give us a side quest roll?
Yes.
You will get +1 because you're currently up on the rigging, so...
Okay, 8.
Safe travels. You are able to write totally undisturbed until the ideas stop flowing through you. How does Beau wrap up the night?
Once the quill runs dry, like his mind, he tucks everything away, kind of climbs carefully back down because he's not always particularly athletic when it comes to the ship activities. And he is going to seek out Queenie and ask like, hey, sorry to disturb your downtime, but...
Not at all.
I was hoping that we might, my skills with the blade are not...
Of course. And before you finish, Queenie's tail goes wild and is like, I can give you a night to write poetry about, Beau.
Oh my.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that not?
No,
Oh,
no,
I'm sorry.
Please,
Continue.
I was hoping I could have some help with these. And he draws his 2 daggers.
Of course, the sword. That is another one of my specialties. She will find some wooden swords to practice with first so that it's a little safer. Think of your sword as an extension of your arm. A swordsman is only as good as their connection to their sword.
Okay. Just an extension, okay? Yes. He, envisions his hand going all the way to the tip of the wooden sword. Mm-hmm. He's like, oh, wow, that's mighty impressive in length.
Make sure to keep your hips, your legs loose. If you lock up, you are just asking to be overpowered or knocked over.
Okay, yes. Loosey-goosey.
Exactly.
Hips down.
Yes.
I'm feeling a tad silly.
You will at first, but as you get better at it, and she will pull out her real sword and do some whipping around with her wrist. We'll put a little cute Q into the mast next to all the other ones and be like, you'll just get better and better.
I don't think Lockley's going to be particularly pleased there's another Q on the mast, but yes, I'll work on it.
Already on it, and you see him coming out with polish,
Yes, well, I can't help it sometimes.
I think you could, but all right.
And she uses her tail to brush under as if she's brushing her long hair if she had some.
Yeah.
Would you like to practice a duel?
Yes, I would.
When you have an opponent, the most important thing is to try to anticipate what they are doing. Make sure to block and protect your heart. It may not still be beating, but it is still fragile.
Don't I know it?
As the two continue to practice their swordsmanship, the final night passes again in relative safety. After several nights of travel, you finally arrive at your destination. The sun sets. The captain retracts the parasol over the deck as you dock on a small jungle island, and you hear Lockley yell out, "All hands on deck! All hands on deck!"
You see Beau immediately drop to the floor and put both hands on the deck.
Oh dear.
He walks out. What's the problem, Lockley?
As you step out, you see the island you have arrived at. Captain Bloodbags stands at the helm as the anchor seems to find its perch with a heavy... He looks to you all and says,
My dearest crew, today is going to be a very fortunate day for the sea's ire. We will conquer whatever challenges await us on this forgotten isle and emerge with a treasure of unfathomable power. If fable is to be believed, the Unholy Grail grants those who possess it the power to tear a soul from its mortal coil.
Oh my.
A mastery over life that feels impossible. Should you join me on this journey, I would ask that you consider the heft of responsibility that such power brings with it. Are you with me?
Yes, Captain.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Always.
I feel like there's not much room for another answer, so yes, actually.
This has been Blood and Booty, a not a nautical actual play adventure of vampirates. Blood and Booty features the vocal talents of Amanda Fernandez-Acosta as Sable, Hannah Schooner as Queenie, Michael Pisani as Beau, and TJ Berry as Tuliere. The rest of the world is voiced by your BG, Giancarlo Herrera, with editing by Giancarlo Herrera and Hannah Schooner, and sound design by Giancarlo Herrera. Blood and Booty is played on the free Mischief TTRPG with the Vampirism and Pirate expansions, available at mischiefrpg.com. If you'd like to support the show, consider signing up for the Patreon at patreon.com/Drimbus, where you can get access to exclusive bonus content, patron merch, Drimbus TTRPGs, the Patron Discord, and more. Thank you all so much for listening, and we will see you all next week.
So, you're in need of a crew, are ye?
Yeah, I was hoping this would be enough.
I have to some, to be sure. But what's to say good old Cut More here shouldn't just cleave ye tip to tail? Seems a much easier way of plundering your loot.
I really wouldn't recommend that.
Oh yeah? Why not? Because when I get angry... What in the source seas is going on? All right, we'll do it. Just don't do that again.